One may be asking themselves, why do I need financial literacy if I can just make the money? If you are making the money, that's why you actually need financial literacy. Because as a country, according to the World Literacy Foundation, Uganda loses about $280 million to financial illiteracy as a fact that we are making improper, inadequate, and bad financial decisions. So you go to work, you make the money, and then you go and lose it because you're making bad financial decisions. This is why you need financial literacy. One, to manage your finances very well. Personal financial management is a personal decision that you will have to make. No one is going to make it for you, not even your boss, not even your business partner. You have to wake up one day and you say, enough is enough. I have got to do much better as an individual. You will need to start saving, you need to start budgeting, you will need to start investing, and you need to manage your debt well on an individual basis. The other reason that you need financial literacy is that you should be able to make the right decisions. Did you know that your financial discipline will affect every other aspect of your life? If you do not know how to manage this thing that you call a treasure, because we all wake up every day in the morning to go and make money. Literally all our lives is surrounding around taking care of our families and making money. How you make the decisions to make money will determine how you make decisions on the other end of your lives. That's why you find people, when there's no money, they beat up their wives. When there's no money, they're angry with everyone else. When there's no money, they don't even want to spend time with their families. Then the other reason why you need financial literacy is to bridge up the gap between the younger people and the older people. You must attest to us that our parents and our grandparents and our great-great-grandparents didn't tell us about money. So the decisions that we are making as adults is based on what we think is right. When you have financial literacy, as you go, as you get children, you are going to bridge a gap between those two. The things that we are seeing in the newspapers and on TikTok, our young children, how they are managing finances. At one point, I don't blame them. I should blame myself as an adult. We are not training them. Even as uncles and aunties, we are not helping them to make financial decisions. They come to us, ask us for money to rent out all these cars and all these dresses and all these things for prom, and we give them to them because that's what we knew that uncles and aunties are supposed to do. When you give financial literacy, you will pass on education to your family, quality education at that. The other reason that I would promptly tell you why you need financial literacy is to avoid retirement crisis. Did you know, according to NSSF, 80% of people who retire blow out all their money in 2 years. Can you imagine all your savings that you have made while you are working? You blow it out in 2 years. That is catastrophic because if you've retired, you're at least hoping to live 20 more years. Now, if you blow it out in 2 years and you're not going to work again, what's going to happen? And that's why NSSF and other organizations are coming in to make sure that you are literate financially. Get that money, invest it, and invest it in things that you know. The things that you have been doing all your time. If you have been working in accounting, I would presume that you would retire into something that you have experience and you have expertise in. Don't risk to go into a venture that you have no idea about. Many of us tell us, oh, I need to do farming, I need to do this, but some of us don't even know how a bin weevil looks like. You don't even know how pesticides look like. You won't even know how that your plants have been attacked because you have no knowledge. Seek knowledge and you will become better. I want you to be honest with yourself because I was also at that point in my life when I would ask myself, I've made the money, but where is the money? Bad financial decisions that affect your finances. So at the end of the month, you're looking for where your money is going and you don't know where because you have no tangible place to locate where your money is. And this is why we need financial literacy. Another reason why you need financial literacy is to break cycles and patterns. You should agree with me, or if you don't, I want you to listen to this. Did you know that the way you handle money has a big influence from how you were raised, from how you were brought up, how you saw money growing up? Have you ever asked yourself, why do I save little money? Because growing up, they told you that you should save a little coin. So you feel within you that my savings should be just a little. So when you make money, even when you make those chunks of money that you're making, your mind has been wired to save little. Because when you were growing up, all you saved were coins. And if you're a parent out there, I would actually encourage you to give hard money, give your children a lot of money to save it. Instead of giving them a lot of money to spend it, let them learn from a younger age that saving has to be the biggest chunk of my money. So, this financial literacy will help you to break cycles that you have had for years, and you break them so that they do not continue to the next generation. You will break those financial patterns that you have seen your father, your grandfather do, the mistakes that they made. They died and left you nothing. They died and left no asset. They died and left you debt. Why should you do the same thing to your children? As little as they are, in your sitting room, and you look at them and they're so adorable. Imagine leaving them a big chunk of debt. Is that the best inheritance that you can leave for them? If this happened to you, your parents didn't know better. But now that you know better, you ought to make the decision that you will leave a better financial heritage for your children. As we conclude, this is what I want to say. Financial literacy is all about your mindset. What is it that you're thinking about? What is it that you know? What is it that you perceive about money? What is money for? Is money for spending, or is money for solving your problems? What is money for really? And if you make the money, are you, as one who is making it, retaining some money? Or you're just a conduit of money? And this is what I mean. And this is how some of us operate. We make the money and then we give everyone else, and we don't stay with any of the money with us. What did I mean? You pay the shopkeeper, you pay the saloonist, you pay your wife, you pay your housemate, you pay everyone else, and at the end of the month, you are left in negative figures. You, as the one who is making the money, the breadwinner, the hustler, you are remaining with nothing. That is not financially correct. You need to pay yourself first. How? Through your savings, through your investments, because at the end of the day, no one is coming to save you. No one is coming to help you out except the finances that you have put aside to help you in your emergency fund and in your savings accounts. I remain Bridget Bamlinde Gasasira, a certified financial literacy trainer by Bank of Uganda, and I will see you next time.